What's going on, guys? Welcome to this lesson. So in this lesson, we're gonna get into crispy tofu. Now, I love crispy tofu because there's so many misconceptions, guys, and I talk a lot about this in a lot of the courses I have when it comes to tofu. A lot of people are scared to either make tofu or to eat tofu. And I explain a lot of times that tofu, don't be scared of. It's not a dragon. There's nothing for you guys to be afraid of. It's very easy and simple for you guys to put together and to make. And I have a lot of great content for you guys as well. If you guys are curious about if tofu is good for you or not, we're not going to dive into too much of that right now. What I can say is it is good for most people. Don't have an allergy towards tofu, so they don't have to worry. I eat it, consume it all the time. It's in the Beyond Burgers. It's in different things like that. Sorry, not Beyond Meat. It's in the Impossible Meat and different things like that. If you guys have ever had that before, but send me a DM, send me a message, and I can break down for you whether or not you should be eating tofu. And really, you don't have anything to be afraid of. Let's just bottom line.
Yeah. Tofu, I mean, a lot of people, they just don't understand that it's a blank canvas. Just like your chicken breast, any meat that you have, it doesn't taste like anything until you make it taste like anything. So that's why a lot of people have the misconception that tofu tastes bland. It's just how you cook it, how you prepare it, how you season it. So we're going to teach you how to do that today. And this crispy tofu, you can use this on salads. We're going to put it in a little bit of like a rice and veggie bowl today. But you can really use this crispy tofu in any meal, really. Right. Anytime you want to throw in the tofu. It's just kind of a basic guide to or intro to tofu for you guys.
And just so you guys know, tofu is made out of soybeans. So that's a plant-based food item, and it goes through a process that allows it to get that solid form right here.
Correct. Okay, so breakdown of our ingredients today: just olive oil, low sodium soy sauce, nutritional yeast. We talked about that in one of our videos. Again, this is packed full of vitamins and minerals.
Especially our vitamin B12 that we find really fortified a lot with vitamin B12. Again, that's one of the hardest things that a vegan might get in their diet.
Yeah, exactly. And then garlic powder, salt, pepper for our seasoning for this. So very few ingredients, very simple. We're going to want to set our oven at 375. And we're going to be cooking these bad boys for 30 minutes. So let's get into it. I'm going to pour that out. So we're just slicing the tofu now after we drained it. So again, we were using the Sunrise medium firm tofu. Not too much liquid in it. I would say medium firm to firm tofu or extra firm tofu is going to be the best for this recipe. Anything softer, your tofu is just gonna start falling apart. So you can see, kind of cube them. They're in like these little pieces. You can make them smaller, bigger. I think I might dice them one more time. Again, perfect for salads, burrito bowls, you name it. This crispy tofu you'll find is very versatile and can be used in many different recipes.
So I'm just taking over right now. I'm going to continue cutting these into smaller pieces. Again, you guys can make them however big you guys want to make them. Food is a blank canvas. You make it what you want. You infuse the right energy into your food, then you infuse the right energy into yourself. And if you take a chicken breast and a blank chicken breast and you go to a restaurant and you ask for a plain chicken breast, they go put it in the oven and put it on your plate without seasoning it. Do you think you're going to like it? Probably not. Same thing with tofu, so we're going to spice up this bad boy.
Next, we're going to take chopped tofu, drained tofu in those nice cubes, and just put them into a bowl. And we just lost a few. From here, we are going to take 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and then we are going to take our low sodium soy sauce and do 2 tablespoons.
Low sodium is always good because soy sauce tends to have an extremely large amount of sodium in it that your body likely doesn't need. So going low sodium can really help to make this more of a healthier option for yourself.
Next, we're going to mix in just the olive oil and the soy sauce so it's all over those tofu pieces. As you can see, try to get them as evenly covered and immersed in that sauce. From there, we're going to take our garlic powder. We are going to just eyeball it. I would say about a teaspoon. Then we're gonna go into our nutritional yeast. I usually do 1/4 of a cup of this to nicely coat our tofu pieces.
I mean, you guys are seeing how many items that we can use this nutritional yeast in, because you guys noticed that we use this to make our cheese sauce with the macaroni and cheese that we made earlier as well. So some of these ingredients are very versatile. You guys are going to use these across a wide range of foods, which is amazing.
So we got a measuring cup here. We're just going to take that, turn it so you guys can see, get the 1/4 of a cup, pour that in there. And then again, we're going to go back to our fork and just try to stir that, incorporate that in, and make sure they're all nicely coated. So this is kind of like, think of it kind of like a breading, just like you would bread, you know, some chicken to make little nuggets or, you know, anything like that. That's kind of what we're doing with our tofu. And you'll get like these little crumbly pieces, but I find those are the best. Once they're
really
cooked.
Packed with flavor.
Yeah, packed with flavor, little crispy little pieces of goodness. And then last step, before we put these on a baking sheet with parchment paper, is just pepper and the sea salt. Yum, yum, yum. Back to our spoon, our fork, and combine that.
You guys gotta have fun when you're making your food. Like, you guys can't be robotic. Like, just figure it out. You know, sometimes have a good time, make it a family event with some of your people, and it makes it a better experience for you to have. You know, you put a lot more positive energy into your foods.
Yeah. So we're gonna get this on a parchment paper. I'll show you guys how to do that, and then we're gonna pop it into the oven at 375 for 30 minutes. Okay. So now we're just going to evenly distribute these across our parchment paper. You can use tinfoil too, if that is all you have, or if you have a non-stick pan, use that. This just makes for easy cleanup. Again, try to spread them out. It's okay if you have some broken up pieces. Like I said, those pieces taste really yummy, full of flavor, so don't worry about if you have some breakage in your tofu. But again, just make sure they're spread out, and we are ready to put these guys into the oven.
You know, sometimes when the other chef isn't in the kitchen, I like to sneak stuff, so I'll sneak mushrooms and stuff like that. So if you guys have a cooking partner, they're not around, feel free to eat whatever you want.
I see you.
When they...
What do you mean when I'm not around? I'm right here. Jeez. How you could prepare it and like with veggies and
This is just like B-roll and that stuff.
We got low heat. What we're also doing is we're gonna throw a little bit of olive oil in that pan. Throw in our. Remember, when the cooking partner's not looking, you can do stuff like that. We're breaking up the broccoli now. We just use frozen bag of broccoli. To be honest with you, as a vegan, you get a.
More olive oil on here. Salt, garlic on cabbage.
A little bit of sea salt, a little bit of garlic.
That my spinach. And then
I might have to fire her after because there's a lot of stuff chopping in the kitchen. I'm just not a fan. Now, the cabbage very easy to cooking and it has good consistency. If it doesn't, put it back on top. What sound does the popcorn make?
And we're back. So this is our finished product. We just have some wild rice on the bottom here with our steamed broccoli and cabbage, and then our baked crispy tofu that we showed you how to do.
Nuggets. We had the camera guy taste it already. Loves it. This one is actually extra phenomenal right now. So
Really simple, really nutritious. Ooh, that broccoli is really good too.
and believe me when I say these little bits on the end, you guys can even literally pick these off the tray. These little tiny little crispy bits. They taste phenomenal.
They're so
Make sure you add some good sea salt to this.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna love this. Like, you're just gonna want to put this crispy tofu in a bowl on its own. And we showed you guys a simple way you guys can add other veggies to it, add some rice to it to make it a complete meal.
Some whole grain or wild rice.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Ba-dum, ba-boom.
Camera guy, you want some? You want to take some off the fork?